Hey guys, so today we're gonna be doing a makeup voiceover, and first we're gonna start off with this thing, and we're gonna smack it, mix it around like cement, and then we're gonna smear it all over our face. So 3 dashes, has to be 3 dashes. With 2 it doesn't work, 4 is too much. So 3, you got smearing it around and plastering it around like clay. Get it around where you need it. There's me in the back, don't mind me. So there we do 3 more again right there. Has to be 3, can't be 4. And then you do a horizontal line. So there's vertical, we're doing the cheeks, but horizontal because your face is not vertical all the time. So we start smearing it again. We start plastering under the eyes, get it all. If you have any wrinkles like I do, you could just take them off. If you have any pimples, this is a great thing to hide. This is perfect, so I use it all the time. Yeah, you probably said the same thing, that's why you looked over. So you gotta take all the pimples out. First thing you gotta do. Now you gotta smear it so it blends in with your neck. You don't want to look like Mulan with that big lady. So you do that. Now we're moving on next to this other makeup. Let me just close the doors. People are hearing me. Piss me off. All right, so now we're gonna move on to this thing. Now you gotta put it under the eyes, and you gotta put it in the nose, a couple on the cheek and lips, and then with that, then you look like a Wakanda warrior. So once you look like a Wakanda warrior, now you gotta smear it in, so it kind of smears in, and then there you go. There's me moving again. Don't worry about me, you're just watching videos. So now we keep smearing it in. Bam. Take this off because it's making me sweaty. Plus I don't need it, so I'm just gonna. So we're gonna straighten my hair because you need to straighten my non-straight hair, get all the split ends. So now we're moving to ashes. There's a bunch of ashes you gotta do, and you start putting it on there with a little powder. That's what that is. So you gotta put it in, put all the powder in, smear it on all over the chin because that's where a lot of pimples like to form. The grease build up and oils and stuff. So you gotta smear that in. We gotta hide it in the sides, any wrinkles, all that stuff. Take it out. You gotta blend it in with the big paintbrush. Use the paintbrush to go, and then there's me, talking to me, So yeah, bam. And then you keep smearing it in with the paintbrush. You smack it in circular motions, like Bob Ross taught me. So you keep going in circles and circles, and you smear it around. Got to get under the hair, so you don't see a big notice and crease. So like crease in the earth. And then so now we're moving on to these 3 different colors, which I don't know why they're so little. You gotta smile like the Joker when you do that, so you get it everywhere. And then, you're right there. You gotta put, Jesus. And then so you start doing that. Start putting whatever color. Didn't even choose a color. So you start putting it in. So you gotta get in the nose bone, cheekbones, make it seem like you're blushing, like like Annabelle doll all the time. So now we're moving on to another one with 4. One's not used because screw that color, but the other 3 are used. You know what I mean? So we picked that color. I couldn't see whatever color it was. Now we're moving on to that. Now we gotta smear it on our face. Yep, right above the eyes, on the eyebrows, and all that stuff, in the cheeks. But you gotta look like a fish so you can get all the crevices and corners as it's gonna stretch back out. So then you start doing the chin, the double chin, and you start going. Now we're going an array of colors. A bunch of colors, like you have no idea how much. So now we're choosing one that you cannot see because it's a secret, like Victoria's Secret. Now we start putting it above the eye, you know what I mean, so make it look like we got punched. You gotta be dramatic, you know what I mean. Sometimes that's the next thumbnail. Check our next video out. Just kidding. And so do it on the other side, because once you just like math, what you do on one side you gotta do it on the other. So you smear it right there, make it look good, touch it a little bit, feel cute. And there's me arguing. There's her arguing with me and everything. So, continue what we're doing. You gotta push it on, push it over. Ooh, now we're doing the eye line. But this is where you get. If you miss, you stab your eye. If you don't, you're like, you look emo. So right here, you gotta get it. It's like a little coloring. Like if they ever touch you to color in the, in the edges, don't go out of the edges. Exactly it. But you do it one eye and screw the other. And you go back to the previous step. And then now you move on to coloring book again. If you've learned this probably 2nd grade, 3rd grade, coloring the lines. Well, this is exactly this where it pays off. If you haven't done it, go get a coloring book and try. That's a good way to practice beforehand. Alright, so now I'm scratching my head. I gotta go, so I gotta pretend like, I don't have lice or anything in my hair. So you gotta throw them out, make sure if there's any, they'll fall out. Trust me, it's okay. So now we're looking, see where we're at, see what's the progress. You know what I mean? See what we're doing. Kind of see like a status. We all like to be status and updated. So now we're going back to what we were doing before. above the eyes, so we look like we've been punched again. You gotta be dramatic, you know what I mean? Apparently it's style, but you don't question it, you get questioned. If you question it, then you're in big trouble. So yeah, so now we're moving on to this pencil, which that little pencil, it gets really in there, and you gotta be, you know, slow and steady, you know, because you're coloring above the eye, the lid or whatever you call it. You gotta get it above there, because if you don't, you know, you mess everything up. If you move, then you're gonna make like a little random line. We don't want random lines, so what we want, you know, is to get it right above, just so we did the bottom. You know, there's me figuring out what the hell to do, arguing again, as you can see. You know, so I go wherever the hell I go, don't know where. Now we're moving to the eyebrows, you know, because the eyebrows, although we have eyebrows, we gotta make them fake even more. So we gotta make them fake, so you gotta color it in, because regular eyebrows aren't enough. Yeah, these eyebrows aren't enough, you know. Obviously I don't like this, so once I did the other one, you gotta do it in the other one too. You gotta color it in, make it seem like I have even more eyebrows. And then here I'm brushing them, cleaning them, I believe. So I don't even know what's going on. Cleaning them with a toothbrush, and then you see, bam, perfect, I think. Now I believe I'm gonna choose one of these. Okay, finally one I first show. This is the one I finally, you know, you can see out of all the other ones, and you put it in between the eyebrows, like where you get eye boogers, you put them there, right there. And then now you gotta tweeze them, you gotta curl them and squeeze them. You know, just don't move, because you might pull out your whole eyebrows. And there's me all happy and laying down and big chilling, you know what I mean? So, okay, so now we're moving back. So now you gotta put a little bit of black stuff on there so they look popping, because the ones you have now aren't dark enough, and they're not thick. So this makes it really pop out, makes it look dark and, you know, perfect. And then you do the other one now. You gotta squish them and bend them and pry them into a different position. So you gotta squeeze. You gotta get right in there. You gotta squeeze them real hard. Wait for a little bit. Maybe, you know, unsqueeze and squeeze, and then now you gotta darken them up, make them look real dark and black, and, you know, so it looks like almost half emo. So you're like half emo, half not emo. Now the bottom lash mascara, as you see. Now we're gonna, I guess, use the tips. Whatever we're doing, use the tips, which I don't know what the hell is gonna do. But it's doing something, okay? So whatever it is doing. All right. You know, got a little, you know, saliva. Got to clean out. Get the side ones, because there is dry saliva. Now, anyways, moving on. Now we're using to this for the lipstick. You just put a little. You start in the middle, and then you start working your way out. Like, remember how we talked about the coloring book? Exact same thing. Do the coloring book again. Color it all right there, from edge to edge. Make sure you don't go too far. Or if not, you're gonna look like that one girl from Mulan, that one lady. All right, let me kiss your lip. All right, now almost done, or if not, pretty much done. Oh no, you got a little quick brushes, quick looks, quick touches, quick adjustments. Take out the saliva if anywhere done, and bam, done. Look at that, groovy. Now looking fly, looking clean. You can go anywhere, and bam. That is the makeup tutorial. I'll see you later, Kane's Couples. Bye.